Welcome to the VIP section.
J baby y'all. 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 J baby y'all.
The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that Shay Baby's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes. Yes, sir! Monday morning, we are late. Let me get everything situated. You know how we do. Shout out to everybody. We got a good show. We're going to talk about this male stripper who Diddy brought to the table. Oh, yeah, sound. Everything is good. We are up. Shout out to everybody pulling up. It's Monday morning. Good smoke today. Shit, baby. Oh, we can't go another second without getting my man Kiss in the building.
What it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to Shay Baby TV, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
Hey, that's a fact. We are lit. Y'all ain't gonna lie, a lot of shit going on the internet. The internet is nasty right now. But it's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's the new reality shows, man. YouTube. So shout out to YouTube, man. Baby. Yeah. That took the swag from all of them housewives and all of them. Them girls, get them out of here. That's a fact. It's all about right now. But we got a call already? God damn. But we ain't taking no calls yet. Not yet. Yeah. Not yet. Shit, baby. That's crazy. Niggas in here going crazy. Oh, the comments is crazy this morning. They getting nasty. Shout out to everybody pulling up. It's gonna be a goodie. I ain't even worried about it. Yeah. Yo, no phone calls yet. Who is this? Damn. Not yet. We just got on. Yeah. What you want to talk about? We don't even know we don't even know what's going on yet. Hold on. Let's get there. Shit, baby. Yeah. That's a fact, Linda Lewis. Let me see who this is, man. This is crazy. Hold on, y'all. We're not gonna plug them in yet, though. Just wanna see what are we doing so early? What are we talking about so early? Okay, so they hung up. That's what I'm saying. They trolling early, man. It's Monday morning. Get another job if you miserable and you tight. Go look for something that, excites you. I get up in the morning, this is what I do. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited. That's what I mean, man. I'm not trolling niggas early in the morning, hating. I'm not doing none of these things. It's crazy.
Shit, baby.
Come on, fam. There's nothing you could possibly want to talk about. We don't even know what we're talking about yet. You know what I mean? We don't even know what we're talking about yet. We do know we're talking about the male stripper, though. That rock with Diddy. He said $1,500? You serious, Diddy? Diddy bags him in the club. He said, let's do it. I'm out of here. They say don't forget the baby oil. They tell him the right one to bring. We're going to get on that, too. That's a fact.
Yeah, shit, baby.
But until then, let's go over a few things that we didn't go. Oh man, happy Father's Day. I go see my dad at the grave site. Rest in peace to him. You see his plaques back here. He's a legend in the game. Going there yesterday was real painful for me. This was the first Father's Day without my man, B. Tough. Real tough, man, But it's like, I was just telling Niche earlier, these are things that, in life that we got to go through. We all are getting older. Therefore, we're going to experience things like this for the rest of our lives from here on, especially if you pass the age of 30 and in your 40s. Getting older. A lot of people are going to drop off.
Yeah, baby.
And that's that. It's life. Yo, fam. Are you serious? Are you serious, fam? Hold on, man. Then he keeps hanging up. Fucking annoying, man. Early in the morning. Charles, what's good, man? Yeah, Charles, it was tough, man. It was tough. Yo, Billy family, I respect you. Thank you, my man. C-Mac, that's a fact. Yeah, man, Pops hurt a lot, man. That was tough. That was the tough one. That was probably the toughest one. Next to, losing your moms, a kid. This is a brother, even an aunt, but not as close as your mother, your father, your brother, or your kids. It's just tough, man.
Yeah, shit, baby.
Rest in peace to him. That's a fact. Yo, you too, Tootie. Happy Father's Day to everybody, man. We did say that we was going to, all week, we was going to represent because we know that that's not a holiday set for us.
Yeah, shit, baby.
That's a fact. All right, so let's start here first. OKC, Game 5 tonight. You know what? I'm going to tell you. I say go for the player props tonight. Go for the player props tonight.
Shit, baby. Yeah.
The player props is the way to go. Because with the player props, right, you get a shot. Let's see what this is. SBTV Radio, who's speaking? Hello? Okay, y'all, we got a troller. He will not get back through the 903 number. Matter of fact, he blocked me. Yeah. It's over for that clown. This is where we at. We done made it. Let's roll ourselves out. We done made it. Let's roll ourselves out. Like I said, if niggas ain't hating, you ain't doing nothing right, man. We doing everything right now. Niggas hating shit back at it. Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Purple Groovy, thank you. I appreciate you, boo-boo. That's a fact. Monkey Man. Yeah, that's right, man. Legends, man. You gotta remember the legends go, man. The legends do go. Eventually, we all gonna be crying. We lost Kobe, MJ, Magic Johnson, all of them type of guys. We had to lose Mike. All the legends go.
Shit, baby.
And that's a fact. All right, so OKC tonight. I say rock with the player props. Indiana might win that game, fam. Indiana got a shot.
Shit, baby.
Now, OKC. OKC, the thing about them, is that, you know, they got a great defense. I give them that. They got a great defense. You know, they defense, the traps, the double teams, you know, the forced turnovers. You know, they're at home. They're crazy at home, OKC. I think they lost maybe 5-6 games there all year, I think. Don't quote me. So, it's going to be tough for Indiana on the road. But this is gambling, man. This is gambling. If I could show y'all my tickets yesterday, y'all would say they know. I had 3 tickets out there yesterday. They all lost by one guy not getting a hit in baseball. I kind of hate baseball.
Yeah, baby.
Because you just don't know, man. A nigga go out there, he can't hit nothing. He can't hit nothing. It's like he's back in high school. Big Doofy in high school can't hit nothing. King Terrence, what's good, my boy? How's everything? Roll the like button and smoke that subscribe button. That's a fact, monkey man.
Shay,
I like that. I like niggas that come in the chat not hating. Yeah, let's work together, man. Let's work together. Let's get to the bag. Let's do this. Yeah. Let's do this.
Shay, baby.
That's a fact, King Terrence. We here, man. We here. Shout out from Nigeria. 100%. They got y'all looking crazy out there, though. On the internet, I don't know why they doing that. They want us black people to look crazy. I seen these guys the other day out in Africa eating rats. Stop this, man. Even if they are, why y'all putting it on the internet? Who's the guy filming all this shit on Instagram, man?
Yeah, Shay, baby.
That's a fact, man. Yeah, so let's get back to the OKC and the Pacers. I know we all over the place, but I saw my man from Nigeria. So we had to talk about that for a second because that's always on my mind, man. I hate that. But anyway, the Thunder, man. The Thunder, I don't know. You see this guy right here in the yellow, Siakam, that's chasing Gilchrist, Shea Gilchrist. I feel like because he's on the other team, they have a shot of winning this. He's like a veteran out there. He's the only one out there who's been here before. He got a ring. He got a ring with Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, Shay, baby.
I can't put my money on the OKC tonight. I can't put my money on the Thunder tonight. That's a fact. I think I have no choice but to take the player props. I can't throw the Thunder on the money line. Now, if I do throw a team on the Thunder money line because I'm trying to get hungry, trying to make money, I might go with the Pacers, man. I might go with the Pacers. The Pacers, right, Don?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. The Pacers got a shot. They got a big shot. And I feel like because the money's going to be on the Thunder tonight, the NBA, the refs, is going for the Pacers. You know how it goes, man. Y'all know how it goes. This is for the money right now. This ain't for no rings, for no organization. They making more money on FanDuel than they are at them games. Do you hear what I'm saying? They are making more money on FanDuel and DraftKings than they are for the playoff tickets and people coming to the games. 100%.
Shay, baby.
So it's all about that money. Because we don't know if FanDuel is kicking NBA the money to keep them alive. Niggas is losing thousands of dollars, if not millions. Your man Jovito, he put $1 million that the Thunder wouldn't lose another game. His money's already spent.
Shay, baby.
His money's already spent. That's what I mean. Shout out to y'all too. I see y'all smashing them like buttons in the chat. Keep smashing them. Let's get to it. See Matt, New York Ravens coach. Yo, come on, man. Ravens for life. You already know what it is, fam. You already know what it is. Let me let y'all give y'all some history why he's saying that real quick. Then we're going to go back to the Thunder Spaces. But we're going to keep it basketball. My man's in the chat talking about the New York Ravens, right? He's talking about the New York Ravens. You know who they are? That's an AAU team from back in the days, 1996, 97 it starts. He know what the vibe is. Now, that's why I laugh at a lot of these dudes that's in the basketball world, these trainers, these coaches, all of that. I kind of want to say I was one of the youngest niggas in the game doing it, coaching these kids at 19, 20. You see this bottle right here, right? My man Russ Smith, right? He's on the Ravens too. I bring him to the table. I bring Russ to the table, right? Let's talk about it. The old AAU days, basketball, this NIL deals with all these young YNs right now, is trash compared to back in the days. Because it wasn't about the money, man. It wasn't about no Instagram followers, little fake training drills niggas is doing, shooting little videos, getting kids famous. It wasn't about that. It's either you was nice or you wasn't. That's it. If you was nice, they knew where to find you on a circuit. That's it. You didn't have to worry about no kid. You didn't even know these niggas was getting recruited by these schools. The letters would come to your house in that little envelope. Get a letter, rip it open. Oh shit, this is Kentucky. You tell your friends in the hood, that's it. Nobody else knows. Yeah. Those were the good days.
baby.
So that's a fact, my boy. Shout out to the Ravens, man. And I gotta say, fucking with my man Gary the Caesar from the Bronx Ravens, right? A lot of niggas can't say this, man. I'm in the jacuzzi with 702. This is no lie, man. 1997, 98, I'm in the jacuzzi with 702. You know what I mean? They drinking, we drinking apple cider in the champagne cups like the Diddy party. Young niggas, YN. That's what I said. This is before the NIL deals and all the Instagram. If we had the Instagram, yo, when I'm playing basketball, right? If there's Instagram, a nigga like Shay Baby got 300,000 followers, 400,000 followers. His life is different in the basketball world. This is shit y'all don't know, man. This is shit y'all don't know. You want to talk music business? I'm in that too. You want to talk basketball world? I don't want to be in the basketball world. I probably could have worked for the NBA if I wanted to, fam.
Yeah, baby.
I just been around the game my whole life. I needed a break. I've been around the game my whole life. I needed a break. That's a fact. From even playing. As a kid, all we did was wake up, go outside, shoot hoops, train all day long. 8-10 hours a day. So that's not for everybody. You know what I mean? I'm being for real with you. That's why I respect the guys that do make it. Like my man, Scooter's son, Mel. Respect them a lot, man. That boy been waking up 6 o'clock in the morning since he's been 10, 9, 10, 8, 7 years old, man. And it never stopped. The drills never stop. It ain't for everyone. So the ones that do maintain it and maintain the hustle and the drive, like me, I get up every morning and do this. It's a drive. If you don't have the drive for doing anything that you're doing, you're wasting your time. That's why I say I hate working for somebody and this is not what I want to do. I'm wasting time. You only live once. Why are you in here at work doing something you don't want to do? Because niggas is scared to take the chances. Not only that, niggas done got involved with women where they got babies with them, where they got to do these things to maintain it. And it's foul. Because when you go in that grave, think about, damn, I did everything in life I did not want to do.
Shay baby.
Not Shay Baby. When I'm in that grave and I'm laying in there, I need to be saying to myself, I did everything I wanted to do. Whether I made $1 million or 1 penny. At least this is what I wanted to do.
Shay baby.
We got the calls coming in early. Hold on, y'all. We just getting into the show. We just warming up. It's early. We only been on 17 minutes. Let's talk about it.
Shay baby.
All right. So tonight, I say run with the player props. This game could go anyway. Both teams are starving. thirsty. Neither one of them have any rings at all. This is big for both organizations. This is big. Pause. I don't know who's going to take it. Both these teams is hungry, man. Both of them are hungry. This could go either way. It's tough. Fourth quarter is the big deals in the finals. 100% Don Cooper. And that's why I like the Pacers. They've been good in the fourth quarters. They came back twice already and won. So, reason I'm saying that, if you got a good fourth quarter team, right? If they can survive the first three, if the Pacers tonight can survive the first 3 quarters, they got a good shot. Don Coop, yeah, DM me on Instagram, Don Coop. We got to talk about this for later on. I think I like the Pacers too, 100%. It's better to remain silent and throw the fool than speak and remove all doubts. Okay, Sizzle Moon, let's talk about it. You saying you like the OKC tonight? Not for the money, my dude. Not for the money. Oh yeah, we getting into your man Diddler tonight. Yes, sir. Good morning, America. It's all about the Diddler. Yo, this is like the 1,000th time I'm saying this. I do not. Let me repeat this. I do not. Read my lips. I do not want Diddy to go to jail. The only reason he paid Cassie that $30 million. You take away the $30 million for smacking her and beating her, my hands are like, Diddy, you might got to do some time. You beat her on camera. You know, this is, but that's not enough time for Diddy. That's only like 5 years. So with a good lawyer and money, Diddy already did close to 2 years right now. So he might come right out. So it's all this RICO stuff they trying to build up on him. They try to close the door and throw away the key for about 10, 20. That's the difference. So Diddy, I do not want him in jail because I look at all these people like clout chasers, man. These guys are still fans of Diddy. And this is the thing. We just watched the other day. Let me see if I still have it. We just watched the other day Diddy's son get out the limo and everybody's going crazy for him. Come on, man. What is all of this? What is all of this? The people are still down with them. Get that man a big fine. Say, Diddy, you know what? The real deal while we're here is we just want your money. Just take goddamn $500 million from him and throw his ass back in the street. That's it. Humble him up. Take 500,000, throw him back in the streets. No, 500 million, throw him back in the streets. Just take the money and throw him back, man. Because all these niggas is groupies. And we're going to get to that because the male stripper that your man Amon Wiggins was hollering at yesterday, he tells it all. Diddy's in his ear in the club like, yeah, you want to come on with us? Take that, take that. I got $1,500 for you. The male stripper says he jumps up, tells his boss at work, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, baby. I'm going home with Diddy. This is a male stripper saying to himself, I'm out of here. I'm going home with Diddy. This is crazy. Look at your man Kanye West. This is him coming in the courtroom.
Kanye, why are you here?
Hey, how are you? Wow. I'm coming. I'm gonna stand right next to you, but I'm just right here. Good morning, guys.
Kanye.
Okay, now it's confirmed, guys.
All right, so, of course, my dude, just text the name. I got you. I'll give you. Wait, did you send the music in earlier today?
Shake, baby.
Hold on. The guy that's trying to call in, I don't know. He said his phone is messing up, but he said he wants a yes, my dude, I got you. Of course, I'm all for the people, my dude. I don't hate at all. I'm all for the people. Just text me. If I was Diddy, I would ask, please stay away. Yes. He needs to stay away. All right, so look, we just running through everything. This is what the dude, he said they told me the type of baby oil to bring. This is the dude we're gonna watch in the next 10 minutes. You see the guy at the bottom? That's the male stripper right there. They told me the type of baby oil to bring and the 1,500. Michelle, did you see this last night with your man Ahmad Wiggins? Yeah, he had homeboy in there last night. He had him in there last night. It was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is a little bit of the smoke that he was talking.
Like, fuck what you talking about. 1,500, you come right now. I'm like, man, send me the address. I'm out. My bag, when I get home, I'm a real professional. I wash everything. Everything is ready to go. So I get up, brushing my teeth and shit. I'm telling the chick, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go make some money. She's like, what? I don't even say nothing else. Grab my bag, I'm down the stairs. So she started calling me, blowing me up. I turned the phone on silent.
It's good, Michelle. I got it for us this morning.
What is it? I lived in Long Beach, Lakewood at the time. So I had to take the 405 to the 110 to the 10, exit La Cienega. When I exit La Cienega, I get a text. I'm assuming from Cassie, because she asked me to bring baby oil. Johnson & Johnson specifically.
So
And
this
she
wouldn't
said,
work. This is this is
no.
Vaseline,
Nah, nigga, you
cocoa
can't even-
butter.
you can't even get in the door, nigga. If it ain't Johnson & Johnson, but hey, they were well, she was specific. She said, if it ain't Johnson & Johnson, don't come. I'm like, bitch, I just drove 40 fucking minutes.
Wait a minute, and this is 3 a.m, and she said,
So
"You better
by
bring
that time,
Johnson and
it was
Johnson."
it was like 5 a.m. by that time. So I'm literally like 10 minutes away, because the first time I saw them, I didn't go to a hotel. I went to like a
Okay, we're gonna get into that. I got the whole smoke. We're gonna watch that together. So get your breakfast, and if you're past breakfast, get the popcorn ready, smoke a blunt, whatever. We got about 40 minutes of watching that together. It's crazy. All right, but before we get into that, first of all, this is the dude right here. This is the dude right here. This is the dude. He's definitely on steroids. That nigga Diddy is like, I need you in the building, 1,500.
Shake, baby.
Diddy, you a wild man, Diddy. You a wild boy, Diddy. Diddy bags him. Diddy bags him. Cassie's like, yes, that's the one I want. And Diddy goes up to, yeah, you want to come home with us? Got 1,500 for you. Take that, take that, take that.
Yeah. Shake, baby.
Crazy. Diddy's in jail like, yo, these niggas all turned on me. I know Diddy was looking at him when he was on the stand like, you bum ass nigga, man. I gave you 1,500. You made 5,000 that weekend with me. I gave you an extra 3,500 for the love. Nigga walked out of there with 5 racks.
Yeah. Shake, baby.
That's what makes this all nasty to me. Because it's like, Diddy paid niggas good money to be zesty. You know what I mean? Paid niggas good money to be zesty. Hold on. All right. You know what I mean? Paid niggas money to be zesty, and niggas just took the money and now trying to go for all the money. This is what it is. And this is bottom line. Once all these people saw Cassie get the 30 million, they all was like, I can make money off this? I could get paid? Oh, let me tell my story. Because these guys are all getting interviews. The Punisher. The Punisher's like a celeb now. The Punisher, I see him with shades on. The Punisher's a changed man. The Punisher went and leased him a little Bentley now, walking red carpets, all of that. Just for jerking off on Diddy, he's now a celebrity. Yeah. Now they get paid to be zesty, and now they want to pay Diddy. Now they want to extort Diddy. Diddy paid y'all. What's the problem? You decided to be zesty. Now you want to get paid and then come out to the world with it about it? Nigga, you supposed to be in the closet hiding all of this. You supposed to be like, no, I was not even there. I don't even know what they talking about. You got big money to be zest. What's the problem? Yeah. Shout out to Austin, too, for watching, man. That's a good dude right there. He said his phone wasn't working. He's watching in right now. He's texting me on the app right now. Shout out to Austin. That's a fact. There you go, Austin. I got you, baby. Yeah, baby. Austin is from the 903 area code. Austin, where's that at? Let's talk about it. All right, so, your man, this is nasty. This nigga's on the internet saying Ray J killed Whitney Houston. Listen.
He doesn't understand this. He was wrong for letting me come over his house when I was 13 and smoke weed against my mother's permission. Come on, Ray J. You are the dope man. You sold Whitney the death bag. Come on, man. You the dope man. You was the dope man for Diddy and Cassie. You the dope man. You know, you the dope man. and then you got the audacity to sit there on your whatever that is. I guess I've seen a preview of it. Talking about some, I'm the kingpin. Oh, are you the kingpin? Let me know. Just go ahead and further incriminate yourself. Why would you say you're gonna go to the courthouse butt naked, Ray J? Ray J, why would you say, also what Ray J doesn't, you want to go to the courthouse butt naked, Ray J? Ray J, you saying stuff like that so it could be inadmissible in court. You understand? Your dog is cute.
You look like you want to play on That's so
But, you know, you got to be very, very careful with,
Crazy.
You know, how you play, Ray J. You're just saying that kind of stuff so you can be found inadmissible in court. Okay? That's all you know, you want to be inadmissible in court. You want to be deemed,
Now that's crazy. Now, I don't know why he's saying Ray J sold Whitney the death bag. Everybody's saying that. Hey, Patricia. Patricia, how was the concert this weekend? How was the concert? Yeah, baby. Shout out to Patricia. She was looking sexy out there at the Little Baby concert. Let's get to it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Please. He piggybacking off Suge Knight. Oh, thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. And you know, it's always love when the ladies say Happy Father's Day, because you know a lot of ladies, this is just another Sunday for us. Okay, so homeboy said, let me see if I can blow it up. Pause, my dude. He said he wanted to show a picture of him. This is the dude texting on the app. That's him. That's him. That's crazy. Shout out to him for watching, man. Look, he's saying, okay, look. I can show y'all what he's saying. He say he live in Texas. Shout out to him, man. I appreciate you, my boy. 100%. He couldn't get through. He don't know why his phone's not working. He wanted to call up. Shout out to him. Yeah. But man, yo, bro, look. Yo, look. If you showing love to the platform, it's all love. I don't care if you a dog, got a poo shiesty on, you're zesty, whatever. It's all love. You know what I mean? That's why the number's there. For people to contact. You know what I mean? Shout out to homeboy. Yeah, baby. You are wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. That's a fact, Tom. Suge Knight just said Ray J has something to do with Whitney Houston. It's crazy, man. That's crazy, Ray J. Ray J, don't let us find that out that you had something to do with that, man. That'll be disgusting work for you, Rage. That you took an icon, gold out with some bad work. That'll be crazy, Ray. Yeah, baby. All right, we here now. It's time to get to my man right here, man. This is the dude right here. He said, Diddy, you're going to hear the whole conversation. Diddy and Cassie, they walk into the strip club, right? The male strip club. First of all, he said he knew something was up when he see, Diddy come in a male strip club with like 10 women. That's crazy. Shout out to Diddy. He rolling around the city with 10 women in a party bus. That's how you do it. And this is when he says, they whisper to him, "We got $1,500 for you." Picks his bag up. He say, "We're out of here. Yeah. Let's go get to this money. Let's go get to this money." All right, Michelle, let's get to it. It's time. Shout out to Mom Wiggins, man.
What year was this? You started?
This was, I started in 2008.
So you started, and how old were you then? 23.
I was 27.
20.
I said, all my niggas, shake baby. All my niggas, creeping the teeth. All my niggas, creeping the teeth. I want to take all my creeping the teeth. I want to take the.
That's the intro of the year.
Wow.
The intro of the year.
You got on some oil? You don't got no oil? You don't oil.
No.
Wow. Are those wings you got there? How do you get those things? Dang.
A lot of
He's
pull-ups.
a beast. A lot of pull-ups. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say thank you for jumping on stream and flying with us tonight. I know you could have been any other place doing your thing. You're out there in California. So I
have to pause it. What's up with the zesty wife beaters, though? I fuck with him on. He's my dude. He's like CNN for us. Let's keep it real. He's the hood CNN. Shout out to Amon Wiggins. But these dudes come on the show with the beaters. Oh, it's nasty,
really appreciate you committing and coming through and gracing my platform. I really appreciate you for coming on.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Okay, so let's just get to it. So you went viral in the courthouse, because you were part of one of the biggest cases to hit at least our generation. The Diddy trafficking, RICO, prostitution trial. What do you think about that?
I think it's I think life is crazy because growing up, I would have never thought that I would ever even been in a situation like this. So it was profound. It was weird because you go from like doing, bad boy songs in a talent show to now I'm actually knocking down his lady while he's with his oil.
Crazy. Knocking down mean like you banging out Cassie.
Yeah. Busting.
Wow. Okay, so
and see that in itself right there, that was like a validation of years of hard work, of working on yourself, and like, okay, I finally made it. Like, ain't nobody gonna believe that I'm gonna get paid to get this.
Okay, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so where did we start with this? So how did you even get it? So were you a dancer? Like, who are you? Like, were you a stripper? Or you escort? Like, who are you?
Nah, I was actually an athlete. I played college football, basketball, ran track. Could have swore I was going to the NBA until about 23.
Mm-hmm.
I had the fatality. So I tried the corporate route. It wasn't for me. Got fired so I can get that unemployment, And then I was in the gym and this lady comes up to me in the sauna and she's like, you can make a lot of money. And I'm like, doing what? She's like, oh, stripping. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not wearing like little underwear or nothing like that. She was like, no, you can wear boy shorts. You're tall. You got the build. And trust me, you'll make money. So she gave me a business card, threw it on my desk, and once that unemployment ran out, I picked that card up and made that call.
You made the call. That looked real like
Man,
Stevie J right there. I made that call.
Man, I made the call, and then they told me, "Oh, are you ready to work?" And I'm like, "Look, I was never the type to have the towel in the back pocket, be at the club dancing, and that was never me. So I had to learn all. This is brand new to me. I'm doing drills all day. I'm not dancing at all. I've probably been at 3 or 4 clubs in my life.
And so what year was this? You started?
I started in 2008.
So you started, and how old were you then? 23.
I was 27.
27. Okay. And so you just were dancing from 2008 to when?
I stopped doing shows probably around 39, 38, 39, just because it was just too much.
For a long time, over like 12 years. Okay.
Yeah, well, see, I own an agency as well, so a lot of the times, a lot of these dancers were flake, so I gotta go cover now. So I didn't want to work, but if I want my business to survive, then.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So when you dance, because I feel like male strippers, like, what does that look like? Is that just like a lot of thrusting and like cock swinging, or like lifting women up and putting their vaginas in your face? Like, what do men actually do as dancers? Like, you pop out of cakes and like,
Amon definitely trying to holler at him, Michelle.
Stuff. Like, what do you do?
Definitely the whole interview.
You have different outfits.
Queen Williams was good.
Understand? Yeah, it's very different. So if women come entertain men, they don't really have to do too much, and dudes are naturally just gonna trick.
Thank you, Queen Williams.
But if you go entertain for a woman, tall, 6'8" pack.
Hold on,
shoes,
let's pause
belt
it.
clean, because they're very.
We got R. Kelly in the building. Let's roll R out. R, you are the godfather of this, man. You are the GOAT of all of this. This guy we're watching right here, he has nothing on you, R. That's a fact. We love you, R.
Yeah, shake, baby.
No matter what you did out there, R, because of you, your music, I need that music on when I'm crushing something. I need the R. Kelly on. We R. Shout out to R.
Yeah, shake, baby.
It's the R. Joe. Yo, shout out to R. Kelly. All the fakes always come up in here, but it's all love.
Yeah,
it's all love.
Baby.
Let's get it going.
They pay attention. So, I got to make sure I know all the dances. I make sure I know the hip roll. I know everything. Everything has to be on point, because you never want nobody to think that you have to be there. Like, I'm always pulling up in a hot whip. Like, I'm here because y'all called me.
So like, do you have like the G-string with the banana peel thing, and you just like whip it out?
So I use a fruit roller technique. So I used to take strips of blood.
Yo, he had to throw that in there.
Yeah, shake, baby.
Yo, son. Amon Wiggins is wild, B. Nigga asked him a crazy zesty question. Wow. That's wow.
Strips of like black t-shirts, right? And maybe like 4 strips. Do a little fluff, wrap it around, and then roll it up roll it up.
Ryan Clifton, what's good?
And then I put the boy shorts on. Yeah. As I progress through the show, depending on what section. Each part of the show is 15 minutes long. Okay. So depending on what section I'm in, then I start to unmummify.
Amon got the Kool-Aid smell on.
So by the end of the show,
does it be hard the whole time?
No, it don't be hard. It's just it don't be soft.
Pause, Amon. Pause,
but
man.
It is not. Nah.
So I'm just like, I watched the what is that, Queen of the South? Not Queen of the South. Queen. What where they got the dancers on BT Plus. All the Queen's Men, and I'm like, is that real? Like, where they do the dances and they got the lady in the back that she's the fluffer. Is that a real thing where they got a fluffer?
They do have fluffers. I mean, or you can get somebody. It's nothing to put this would let me know that women are much worse than men
Okay.
doing this job, because women, they could be wearing 25 carats on their finger, living in a 10 million square foot home, and they'll do anything with you
Wow.
like that, like that. Cassie
So
ain't the
you
only one. Cassie's not the only one we notched up. I got a few, but we're not gonna talk about them. I never would have spoke about this one had they not put my face everywhere.
we get in there. We get in there. We get in there. So
Okay.
I'm just getting into the dancing because people are interested. I'm interested to know about that because
So
I've never understood the point of like male dancers because I always thought it was like boring because I didn't know
so
what you guys really did.
in order to be a good male dancer, you want, like I said, you want to be a fantasy. You don't
Mhm.
want to be nothing against short dudes.
Yes.
You want to be tall,
Definitely
6
Queen
foot
Williams.
above,
They
6
both
pack,
say
8 pack, everything. You want to be right. Plus, you got to be a good lip singer. You got to make them believe you.
Do you have to have a big penis?
Yo, he
Like,
asking
what's
Not,
big?
crazy
Do you have a big
questions,
one?
guys.
do I?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Have you measured it?
I oh yeah.
How many
We
inches is it? Like bigger
Yo,
than this?
son.
I mean, we
that
gotta know
nugget.
because Diddy, like, it's got to be a certain way because they've watched Blacked.
No,
So if
we.
he's
Yo,
competing with
I
those
mean,
guys,
I'm on. Yo, son. Yo, this is gonna be the craziest morning ever, son. Yo, so this dude is hollering at him on the low, asking him the size if he measured it. That's crazy. This is wild this morning. Mind you, this is the first time I'm watching it with y'all. Understand, I made a reel for it last night, but I never watched the interview. I just saw that one clip. Let's get to it.
put it like this, nigga. I wasn't getting no 1,200, 800.
okay.
I'm at least eight points, something with about
And
6
is it like girthy or
circumference.
skinny
Yeah,
or
6 circumference. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
we
we're just
not.
getting into it,
Yeah,
because
we not.
okay,
We not porn star hung, but
okay.
we ain't. Yeah.
Okay,
And
so let me ask you about this though, because there's another guy, by the
That
Punisher.
brother's starving.
He
That's
talked
a
about
fact, my
erectile
boy.
dysfunction. So is that something that comes with the dancing and like the fluffing and like the business too? Like the penis stops to work? Have you
I,
heard
I,
of that
I
with
ne-
anybody you've worked with?
I've only experienced that. Like I said, my first time with them, and it wasn't so much that it wasn't working. It was just you got a nigga over your shoulder, and he just going to work with the baby oil, and it's so distracting. So I'm over
Okay.
here, and I got the chick just spread
Okay,
eagle.
okay.
You
We
know,
get there.
but
Okay, so you have had an issue with him. Okay, so boom. Let's just get there. Okay, so we get to Cassie and we get to Diddy because you want to get into that. So I just want to get the groundwork. So now we fast
okay,
forward to
but look,
dancing.
I
Okay.
forgot this though. So the way I learned how to dance is that I took my last $80 and I went to Walmart and I bought these $6, $7 mirrors and I
Okay.
set them up my garage, put it on YouTube, and just watch videos. And after about 3-4
Mm.
weeks, I hit the company up and told them I was ready. First time I went out, petrified,
Uh-huh.
but I made a lot of money.
So how much would you
Just
make dancing?
my first 2 years, I really didn't know how to command and how to really like do all that. But I say once I really got the hang of it, the flow, a week and I pulled 7,000, 8,000, easy,
Mm.
easy.
Now, would there be a preference of like demographic of women, like Black women, Hispanic women, Asian women, or all women spend the same? Or is there some older women, younger women? Does it depend on how the money spends? Do you make more at certain parties or privates, or like is there a difference there?
You never know. You pull up to the most hood. Listen, I've done parties in the jungles where it was
Mm.
literally training day. Niggas is hanging off fences, and I come out of there with like 25, 3,000. And I've
Mm.
done parties in Mission Viejo where I come out with 100 in tips. So I mean, it really like you have to make them tip you. So I do a fire show. Um, I do different things where I've got EBT cards. I've got
EBT cards
EBT
is
cards.
crazy.
word. No,
And
for real.
wait,
Like
do you get the password? attached to
Nigga,
it,
let
like,
me get a pen and everything. Nigga, tell me how much is on it and all that.
and you go in. And how much, like, what you do for the EBT? Like, have you ever pulled out and slapped somebody with, like, that's the hamburger right there. You know what I mean? That's a Kool-Aid pack.
Smack him in the face
Nah,
with it.
man, like the
For the
thing about,
EBT
okay,
card?
so
That's
like I said,
nasty
my
work,
first couple of
man.
years, I didn't really understand that it's a fantasy. So
Uh,
I stopped sleeping with my clients because
okay.
once you stop sleeping with them, you're still that fantasy. They'll hire you every year.
So stop sleeping
Twice.
means you were sleeping with them at first. So it was just, you got
Sometimes,
excited. You was like,
some of them. I mean, I'm young. I'm young.
yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
full of testosterone. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. And you got to think about it. I don't have no competition. I
Mm.
get to eat for free. You know, they got trees I'm blowing. I get to drink for free, and I got my choice.
Uh-huh.
Like, why would I
Damn, the
ever go to?
Baron.
Why would I ever go to a club? For what?
Oh,
For
mine is
what?
Yeah.
starving, Michelle.
I'm gonna go to the weight room,
I can't.
do my thing, and make sure that I'm
Dog
nice,
cool.
nimble,
Have you
and
ever got any of them pregnant?
nah, 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 man.
You use condoms every time?
I mean, not every time in life, but
You know, at work.
99% of the times.
Okay.
Not
So I want to
about
move.
95%. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's move to 2012, 2013. Because at this point now, you're in the game and
I'm
you're
in
at
the
your
game.
prime.
I'm up there. I'm highly,
Okay.
highly recommended.
And you're in LA.
I'm anywhere in SoCal, pretty San Diego, LA, OC, IE, you know,
Okay.
Ventura.
So are you
I've
on a
been all over.
website like a .com? Are you in a club? Or is there like a male strip club? Because I'm trying to figure out, how do people find you?
So the whole strip thing is a hustle, right? The guy that I start working for, I'm not gonna say his name, but when you go to his website, it's a whole bunch of black dudes and they all like crazy. Like, I'm looking at them like, damn, I can't even compete. But when he sent me out to the shows, the guys that are showing up, they look nothing like the niggas from the website. So I figured out real quick, it's the bait and switch. You make people put a deposit down. Everybody's already showed up. So would you rather lose your deposit, or would you rather have a performer?
That sounds like
And
Arrows and Backpage days and Craigslist days.
that was the game though, man, because like they would always text me on the weekends like, yo, say you're Turbo or say you're Nitro. And I get there to the show and they're like, you don't look like Turbo. I'm like, look, they just called me and said they needed a show cover. I've been turned away from one party out of like almost probably 5,000.
So
and
the
reason why,
like, oh, okay.
No, the reason why is because it was in like El Monte and they had a bachelor party on one side and a bachelorette party on the other side. And the girl said, look, I don't want you to die tonight. I'm going to pay you, but we don't need you to perform. Because in California, for some reason, the Hispanics, they really don't, they got it in for us.
Why would you have died though?
Niggas be hating, man.
Oh, okay. I get it. I get it.
You mad.
Oh, so you came in like that, and they was just gonna be. You think you was gonna take somebody, a girl?
I wouldn't even, man. I just come in to do a job, man. And I try to get that bread, try to get in the spin. I start bringing 2,000-3,000 in ones to shows.
It's crazy.
And so one day your phone rings. Tell us about this. 2012. How did you get to Cassie and Diddy?
So my boy, him and his girl, they swingers, but he's a dancer too, right? They like some weirdos. Like I've done shows with him where he's just eating random bitches out and shit. Like for real. Like
I'm on trying to be
your homie.
He's crazy.
Like the person that called me.
Okay.
His name is Jules. The nigga sold me out anyway. He hiding right now.
Okay. So Jules.
Jules, yeah. Jules hit me and was like, yo, I got a couple. They good clients. They seen your pictures. They really like you. They want you to come do a show for them right now. It's like 3:30, 3:45 in the morning. I'm like, nigga, look, I gotta go to the barber. I got an appointment at 7. Tell them I'll come after. It's 500. I ain't tripping. That's my rate
crazy,
anyway.
right, Ryan?
For
It's
me to even
eating
get up and
randoms.
come to you, it's gonna cost you 500.
Just
So,
to get there, and that's not even. Then they got a tip too. And
yeah.
damn.
Otherwise,
Okay.
nigga, we out.
Okay.
Like, I put in work.
So it's 500 for travel. Then you're there for an hour in your mind, right? Or how long? 30 minutes? For 2 hours?
It just depends until I break the ass.
Oh,
Like,
so they don't got no more money.
Yeah, I try to break them. They
And
know.
that's a lot of dancing, though. Like I'm thinking.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, man. If you hip roll, the hip roll is because you can transition, and I do games too. So I take like 30 lollipops and I'll have them stuffed in my shit, and then I walk up to each girl and pull out a lollipop, bring her head over with it, you know. Like you gotta.
Do they actually end up getting the real lollipop or just the candy?
Nah, they real lollipops. But
no,
like,
I know. I'm talking about. Do they get the dickhead or no? Never.
Oh, I mean,
every now and then.
You know, but y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear the Diddy shit. I mean,
yeah, okay.
Shay, I'm sick.
That's some, yeah.
So that's how you stay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how you stay that long. So you get the call and you're on your way and it's $500. So keep going.
Oh, no. So I hung up on him because I had a chick and I've been trying to remember who she is for the longest. I don't remember who she was. But I told her, I said, so after I hang up on him, I get a phone call, 310-473 something. And I'm like, Beverly Hills. I answer. Hello? Hey, I'm like, damn, you sound good. Like, yo, me and my husband, we just saw your photos and we think you fine as hell. And we would love for you to come do a show for us right now. So as I'm explaining, look, I got to go to the barber. She's like, look, we'll give you $1,500 if you come right now. I said,
wait, let's stop right there. So she said, me and my husband. So she didn't just leave with herself. Because in court, they were saying she would say her. And then she would say, my husband, I'm having a birthday party. She would trick them in that way. So she was in front with you and said, me and my husband think you fine as hell.
Right. Because this is a guy that I've already been dancing with like 4 or 5 years. So I don't even know how long he was working with him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because so they
because I think he messed with him before too. Because I think he got brought up in court too. I think Jules sounds familiar. But go ahead.
Yeah, but not the Jules, not the Jules from that from the Showtime.
No, was Jules not? I feel like Jules was mentioned in court, but I don't know if it was the same Jules. But there was a Jules mentioned in court as an escort. But go ahead.
That's Jules. So she was like, fuck what you talking about. 1,500, you come right now. I'm like, man, send me the address. I'm out. My bag, when I get home, I'm a real professional. I wash everything. Everything is ready to go. So I get up, brushing my teeth and shit. I'm telling the chick, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go make some money. She's like, what? I don't even say nothing else. Grab my bag. I'm down the stairs. So she started calling me, blowing me up. I turned the phone on silent. As I'm exiting, what is it? I lived in Long Beach, Lakewood at the time. So I had to take the 405 to the 110 to the 10, exit La Cienega. When I exit La Cienega, I get a text, I'm assuming from Cassie, because she asked me to bring baby oil. Johnson & Johnson specifically.
So and this wouldn't work. This is Vaseline.
Nigga,
cocoa butter.
You can't even get in the door, nigga. If it ain't Johnson & Johnson, but hey, they were she was specific. She said, if it ain't Johnson & Johnson, don't come. I'm like, bitch, I just drove 40 fucking minutes.
That's wait crazy. A minute, and this is 3 in the morning, and she said, you better bring Johnson & Johnson.
It was like 5 a.m. by that time. So I'm literally so like 10 minutes away because the first time I saw them, I didn't go to a hotel. I went to like a condo on Doheny, like 424. I don't want to dox them, but it was.
We know the address. We know the Doheny address. It's all in court documents.
Yeah. But so that was the first. It was on the 14th floor, And I remember I could see the Beverly Center. I could see Cedar Sinai. And I'm like, damn, these niggas paid.
Wait, before you wait, we just skipped over the oil. So did you go to get the oil?
Oh yeah. So when I got off the freeway, I'm driving down. I'm like, damn, where am I gonna get some oil at right now?
Because wait, she said if you don't have Johnson Johnson, don't come. So you was like, I gotta go get this oil.
So luckily, it's a CVS on the way to Beverly Hills on La Cienega, 24 hours. So I went in there and I found the 3 biggest bottles of cocoa butter Johnson & Johnson I could find. I'm talking about, nigga, hey, Costco size shit.
Are you
Because
serious?
in my mind, I'm thinking like, all right, 50 in gas, 35, 40 in oil. I'm still up $1,400.
How much you spend in oil? $40?
They 32-ounce bottles, bro. Of I'm buying the big shit, man. I want to make sure they're happy.
Yeah,
You know, I'm who gonna offer you 1,500? Like,
Yo, this is crazy.
you throwing me a super alley oop right now. So I got the oil. I get there. I guess everyone who was supposed to know was forewarned.
Ali B said it sounds cap.
Elevator. It was like probably maybe this big.
Wait, what is that? Elaborate. We may not. I don't
Like
know
an
what that
elevator.
means.
Like,
no, I get
like
that,
when-
but yourself that was supposed to know, so you felt like it wasn't hard getting up there. Like it was just like,
oh nah, that shit was seamless.
So you're saying
was
that it was
like-
already set up, like they knew you were coming. They had it already worked
Oh
out.
yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you went to the front door, or did you meet KK, or did you make happen?
Nah, I just walked. I walked in. Security looked at me. He said, "Are you Flash?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Go to the right and make a quick left. Hop on the elevator." Hopped on the elevator. It's like a little
Like Diddy
almo-
security or the other regular security, like or like the
probably
building security.
security of the building.
Okay.
Right. So I didn't see any of Diddy's security when I was there at all.
Okay.
I get off the elevator. I walk down the hall, knock on the door. Man, and she opened the door. She had a wig on, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, damn, I know you. Like,
Okay,
I know,
let's stop right here. She had a wig on. What color was the wig?
Ali B said this is
It was
all
like a
cap.
red wig. It was like
Can
down
you
there,
smell
probably
alive?
right here, red.
I know, right?
Maybe auburn, cherry reddish.
Did it have a
Like,
bang? Was it a swoop? Did it
yeah.
look like a Halloween store wig, or did it look like a
Nah, it looked like one of them wigs where you like you got a bad bank robbery disguise on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she was gonna rob something. She was gonna rob that
Right.
dick and that on. You know, okay.
Yeah.
So she was incognito. And so what did she have on at the top? Like, was it lingerie? Was her titties out? Like, what was it giving?
Man, she had on like this like Chinese themed like robe, short robe when she opened the door. And I'm just looking at her like,
Were there high heels on, or was it, you know?
she had high heels on. She was fully done up, nigga. I'm like, wow, I get paid to do this.
Okay. And so when she opened the door, she said, like, hi or hey.
She's
or,
like, no, she was just like, how
I'm
you doing?
Boz
I'm
crazy.
glad you came.
uh-huh.
So I walk in and I'm like, where'd I get dressed at? And she's like, oh, you won't be needing that. And I'm like, I don't need the bag? Like, okay. So I just put the bag down. And then she's like, let's have a seat. We sat down on the sofa. And that's when I sat down on the sofa, I could see out the balcony. And that's when I noticed, I'm like, okay, we in prime real estate. Cedar Sinai, Beverly Center. You know?
Okay. And so when we're inside the house, was it like red lights? Was there plastic everywhere? Was there towels? I mean, was it set up for a freak off? Like, what did it look like? Was it covered in towels? And
It looked
sheets,
it
or-
looked normal. The only thing that wasn't normal about the setup was this. They had a glass
Eric
table.
Strickland
and
Googled
literally
it.
Had like
He said it's
each section had its
$17.99 for a
own
34
drugs.
ounce.
Like, they had pills, they had weed, they had some other stuff. Like, you know, I bring my own weed.
Okay.
So, you know, I don't fuck around. So I just smoke my own shit. You know, they didn't make me do anything, but she's like, you know, it's here. I'm like,
So
I'm
it was
good.
cocaine, Molly,
All that.
whatever. You know,
And some pink crystal shit.
the ketamine.
I don't
crazy.
even know.
Okay. And
I
so
just
you
know
just
that-
sat on a regular couch. It wasn't covered, like because they were also saying
No.
they covered everything in towels and stuff. So that's not true.
First of all, homeboy, let's pause this for a second. He don't reveal his name, so I don't know his name. He seems all right. He seems cool. He seems like he's all about the bag. But one thing, if I'm him, I'm just giving him some advice. Stay away from the pink, my dude. The pink, it just throws you in that. It just zesty you out. You look zest with that pink white beat on. What you think, Toe? That's the new nigga that came to about the Diddy situation.
That's inside the bedroom.
Pink white beater, Toe?
Oh, okay. So we're not in the
The
bedroom.
bedroom looked way different than the living room.
Okay, so the living room was just regular, like the pre-party. Now, did they have any smells? Were there any candles, or was
Tom
there
say
burning
not looking right.
In the bedroom.
Okay, so we not
Everything
there.
was in
Okay.
the bedroom.
He was
Only thing that was outside in the living room was a laptop. And all the shit on the table.
Okay, so you're sitting in the living room, the shit is on the table, and then what happens?
All right, so I come in, I sit down, and I'm just in my head. I'm just like, damn, this motherfucker's fine as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I sit down, and then she sits down on the sofa, so I'm facing her like this.
Okay, one more time.
Like,
Let me
"Can I
stop
see your
it.
phone?"
Fellas, this is what I said. I could be him. Diddy just can't be in the room because he's right. You sit next to Cassie, you're not even thinking about the hell with Diddy at this point, about to bust her ass. But then the butt nakedness walks out beating off with the baby oil that you bought. It gets crazy. It gets crazy.
So I give her my phone, and she turns it off. She's like, "You mind?" I said, "Does it matter?" And she's like, "My husband and I, we like to do role playing, and he likes to give instructions, and he likes to see men dominate me that are of physical stature." And I'm like, "No problem." I'm like, "So are we gonna fuck?" Because I ain't bring no rubbers, and I don't give a fuck how fine you is, bitch. We not, hey, I'm not.
Hold
no
on.
way, it ain't.
I don't get it. Okay, so he's thinking that he's just gonna be dancing. Because I'm thinking, why won't you be rubbers? Now, this is the thing about this business. You're supposed to keep 10 boxes of rubbers in your bag. You're going to see a bunch of thotties who is definitely gonna get wet. You don't think they're gonna want you to smash? You just said you smashed everything you was around. You said every chick that you was, the majority of the chicks that you work with, you was already smashing them. Come on, fam. How you forget the condoms this day? 1,500? You definitely smashing.
So what are you thinking every time that she keeps mentioning her husband? Like, have you done husband and wife before, or are you just kind of okay with it? You're used to it, or what? You just like, are you into men too, or
like? Oh nah, not at all. Not at
I'm
all.
hard.
But I mean, I respect it because I have a younger brother who's.
Oh man, damn! No, he's not.
My preference is pussy. I mean,
hey, I told you, don't say that.
My bad.
Yeah.
I really like women a lot.
Okay. So she mentions her and her husband, and the husband wants to see you dominated. Now, was the husband there at this time, or did you see, or this is just a prerequisite? He was in the room. Okay.
This is like, she's like screening me to see if I'm okay with all of this, like how I'm gonna react.
Ali B say he's straight zesty.
Because she asked me after she took my phone and turned it off, she gonna ask me, "Are you clean?" I'm like, what a dumbass question. Like, what nigga would, even if what nigga's gonna say, "Yeah, bitch, I got gonorrhea, the clap, herpes, you know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
There's no way. I said, if you get my phone back, I could, because at this time you could log in and show you and show your medicals.
Hey, Niche.
You know what I mean? She's like, "Oh, don't even trip. Don't worry about it."
Niche in the building.
Like, so she said, I'll be back. And about probably this how I figured out where I was at. So I'm smoking my weed. I'm waiting for her to come back. She don't come back for a minute,
Like, what's a minute?
like an hour.
So you're sitting in the living room for an hour, and it's just a
I'm
bunch of
sitting.
drugs on a table. Do you have clothes on?
I'm still dressed. I got a V-neck on, Levi's, my Timbs, like my Yankee fitted, and I got my blade in my boot. You know what I mean? I'm posted,
And
but
at this time it's 6 a.m. The sun is coming up.
it's probably closer to 7 because
Okay.
I wake up, and when I wake up, I'm like, damn, I really am here. Like, you know how you
Yeah, you're
fucked
like, I'm
up.
still here. I'm really here.
So I noticed that the music was off. So I get up and I go press the space bar on the laptop to
What
turn the
music was
music.
playing? What music was
Oh
playing?
yeah,
It was
Charles.
just a mix of like Spotify or something.
Okay.
And as soon as I touch,
Charles, let's roll them out. I forgot we got the big 3 drippers in here today. Thank God for all this zesty talk we listening to right now that we got some drippers in the building. That's a fact. Shout out to the big drips, man. That's a big fact. Let's get back to this dude now.
she literally came out and slammed the laptop shut and said, "Please don't touch anything." And I'm like, damn, that shit was fast. Like they had to have it. Like they had to be watching me. But I was able to see the Bad Boy logo. And when I saw the Bad Boy logo, all of these thoughts that my homie had told me, I was like, wow, this is fucking Puff Daddy. I was like, this shit crazy. As soon as I figured out who he was, I knew who she was.
So the music stopped playing. Then you went to hit the space bar. You saw the Bad Boy logo, and she slammed the computer down.
I'm talking about quick,
don't touch
quick,
nothing.
nigga. She said, please don't touch anything. She was always
That's
polite.
crazy.
Like very like
Cynthia
you know,
Hernandez,
never-
what's
she
good,
was never
boo?
a
We got a
real
new
bitch to
mommy
me.
in the building.
Did you ever
Yes,
feel
sir.
like
She's
through
definitely
that
a Shea
process,
Baby
just up until
candidate.
this point where you are right now?
Shea
Nah, because for me, I wouldn't even be able to perform if I'm feeling like the woman is under duress or
Frank,
some shit.
I don't
It's
know who
not.
she
It doesn't
is.
excite me. Like and that's why I tell niggas, you go on dating apps, I go to Walmart, meaning that victory loves preparation. So I feel like she was feeling me because I've been working on this my whole life. I didn't come out the womb like this. I've had to read a lot of books. Like I said, I bought all those fucking mirrors. I watched hours of hip rolling and dancing and Sierra and just being a
Nigga
fly on
said
the wall doing
Sierra.
all these parties. You really learn women. I know women so well. I've talked my friends in relationships. I've talked them out of relationships. I've talked them in the pussy and I've talked them out of pussy. Literally, they'll send me the text message. I tell them what to say. Grandmother and my mother. Like, I bullshit you not. I got a great education.
So when she comes back, and when you wake up an hour later, how are you greeted? Like,
oh, so after she slammed the laptop shut, she asked me if I want something to drink, and I'm like, I'm good. I brought my own, I brought my water bottles. You know what I'm saying? I got water bottles in my bag. And then she's like, we'll be ready for you in like 10 minutes. So she was like, you could get comfortable, which meant basically take the V-neck off. I still had a white beater on.
Okay.
So I took the V-neck off, put it on my bag. They come and get me. And
did anybody do a line before they went to the room? Was there anybody?
Nah, I never saw them do no drugs though. But I did used to wonder. I'm like, yo, because she would call me at like 2:33 in the afternoon, and she'd be like, hey, are you free later? And I'm like, okay, later. To most people, it's like 11, 12 o'clock. To them, it's like 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. They had hella batteries, nigga. Like, I'm like, how the fuck they be going like this? But
okay, but let's go back. Okay, so boom, we're ready for you in 10 minutes. So then get comfortable. You get comfortable. You keep the Levi's on, you keep the shoes on, and you keep the tank top on. Okay, and now what?
So I walk in the room, and as soon as you walk in the room, I notice 3 things. I notice every piece of furniture, from the lighting to the bed to the carpet, everything, the dresser, everything was covered in white towels. Everything.
Okay.
White towel, like hotel towels. Everything. Because of the baby oil.
Okay.
So there's
And did you come in with the baby oil, like, or
I
they
didn't
already
nah.
Okay.
I handed her the bag when I got there of the 3 bottles. So I know he had his own personal bottle. I know
Oh,
that.
Diddy even had a personal bottle of baby oil.
The Diddy
Now,
oil.
was he covered in the towel?
Armand got the poo poos on.
Was he in a towel? Or was that nigga
Hell
like,
nah.
Oh,
That
or
nigga
was he
Diddy
like
is
this?
Yo. Oh.
yo, son.
Yo.
Or was he covered in a towel?
Hell no.
You said everything was covered in a towel. So I'm like, was he wrapped in a towel? Or was he like...
He wasn't wrapped in it. Yo, I swear to you, like I walked in, and when you walk in a room, the bed is literally right to your right in front of you. And then if you keep going to the right, it's a corner where there's like a lazy
this is
boy
crazy,
chair.
Michelle.
That's where that nigga was. He's like the mob boss.
Just
but
sitting back. But
did he
he
sit
have
there like
anything
this?
over? Like he was just sitting back like this.
Yeah.
More oil. Take that.
Bro, he had that on. He had the motherfucking he had a hoodie on, a black hoodie, pulled with the straps all the way to his face.
The Diddy Dukes.
With a bottle of baby
they
oil.
dying to show the Diddy
Celine
Dukes.
glasses on. And no pants, no bottom.
And no drawers.
Nothing.
Amon got him a little drink and all that back there. Amon is saucy tonight.
Wait a minute. So the nigga, hold on, we got to do this. So the nigga,
the Daisy Dukes
in my mind.
The Daisy Dukes.
So this nigga had on a hoodie. I gotta do this. I gotta paint the picture for my people. So you telling me that Diddy was in the lazy boy chair like this? I'm just trying to paint the picture. So he had this on like this.
Pull tight if you have the thread.
I can't pull it tight, and I ain't got the right glasses, but we just gonna see. I just gotta give him a visual. So he was like this. Hold on. We gonna do this.
Yeah,
I need to really do the scene.
Yeah, Mom, give us a paint that
This
picture,
nigga was
Mom.
like this.
Pause. No
like
zesty.
This.
No Diddy.
With the thing pulled tight. Like this. With nothing else on.
Oh, shoot.
Nothing.
And it just baby oil.
Bro, he was greased up. But he was sitting down.
And he was sitting down gooning like this.
He was just sitting down. He didn't say shit to me. Like, it was funny because the first few times I saw them, he never spoke to me at all. And
this didn't scare you though? When you saw a nigga sitting like this, this don't look scary to you?
Yeah, I can't be around
like,
nigga.
what the fuck is this
I
nigga
can't do
doing?
it.
Nigga, I keep it, man. I'm not like he's a decent sized nigga back there. He was 6'1", probably 215, 220, but I really wasn't worried about that.
And in my mind, wouldn't you think, nigga, all this hiding, you definitely somebody.
I already knew who he was when I saw the laptop.
Okay, and so he's sitting back like this. Now keep going.
All right, so she as I walk in the room, he's narrating, like telling her, like, damn baby, you picked a good one. You like them niggas, huh? Them Mandingo niggas. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, this nigga's fucking ill.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now I gotta come out of it because now we gotta get into it. Wait, Mandingos. Wait, hold on. Wow. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, now
that's
we're back.
Crazy, Niche.
I have to get into it. Sorry. So he's telling her. So he's sitting, and so you just start getting that. You can't just get into that like that. So you start getting undressed. And how did he see the Mandingo? Where were you facing? What was happening? You got to start this. What happened? No.
All right. So I think he was referring to Mandingo by a tall, big nigga. Like, I'm 6'2", 240. I hadn't even took my unbuckled my fucking belt yet. She hadn't even unbuckled my belt. And she was like, "Yes, daddy." She was like, "You want to undress that nigga?" And so she pulled my white beater off, and she's like, "Oh, what that nigga up the way you like?" So she put the
that
baby
nigga.
oil.
Diddy said this. Diddy said, "Oil that nigga up." And so, are you facing Diddy? Are you facing Cassie? Are you like, how are you in the room?
He's sitting over my left shoulder in the chair about 8 feet away. Like,
okay, to the side.
Like
what?
Like
behind you or to the side?
Like I can see him behind me.
Okay.
But he's
so is your back towards him?
Yeah, exactly. So she's laying on the bed, like on her missionary style. I'm in between her. Mind you, I never take my boots off. So as I'm in between her, you know, she hops up and she's rubbing the oil on me and she's like, "Pull that nigga dick out." Yeah, pull that nigga. Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
Who said that? Diddy?
Yes.
What?
Oh, he wanted some dick that day. So it was like
she was. Well, he's like, "I know you want to see it. I know you want that motherfucker." Like, I was like, "Yeah, we're definitely fucking." And then I started tripping because, like I said, I'm not very backing you, ho.
Sorry, y'all. Hold on, we back.
And I want my money. You know, I'm not barebacking, yo. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I don't need that anxiety. I don't need it.
I'm not barebacking you, hope it's crazy.
Nah,
like,
fuck that.
What?
Stop.
Okay,
man.
and so Diddy is saying, you know, okay, so let's get back. So, you know, you like those mandigos, baby. Yeah, oil that nigga up. You know, you want to pull that dick out. Pull his dick out.
So she unlocked the Gucci belt. Hit the flies. I had the Levi fly bottoms, fly joints on. The ones with the multiple. The shit. She pulled my shit out, nigga. She's going to work.
And wait, so she just starts sucking it.
He's like, "Yeah, suck that shit, bitch." She like it. I'm like, whoa.
Nigga said, "Bitch."
She's like, yes, like, oh my god. He's like,
so she like, "Oh yeah.
Pretty
That's
much.
crazy.
I mean, yeah. It was like I said.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is real. Cassie looks like a thought. If she wasn't on Front Street with Diddy with all this bullshit right now, and there wasn't no courts, niggas would definitely be in Cassie DM. She's a thotty to the max. Yeah, baby. Because this is the thing. This is the thing. Cassie's only doing all of this to make Diddy happy. Cassie, if you got Cassie on a one-on-one, it's probably a good night, my dude. Yeah, she's a real freak. That's a real one, y'all. That's a fact.
It was better than I expected because usually them ugly, chicks that are like on that rated level, their head game is fucking trash.
Okay, so pretty girls don't give good head.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Not in my experience.
So did the jeans drop, or she just pulled it through the hole, or like the
jeans
part?
Drop.
Okay.
Jeans drop. She
so
dropped.
Now ass and back is facing Diddy.
Exactly.
Wow.
He said his ass is facing Diddy. Pause.
Going to
wow.
You got a big booty too? Is it like, was it like was it like a lump shaker?
You know what's funny is I didn't even know that women looked at that shit until I danced. I didn't even know about legs and ass and that. I didn't know any of that. So I ain't struggling.
Okay.
but
so now Diddy is getting the back visual, but directing her, because you know they said this in court. They said that he would direct it as if it was a scene. So everything that you're saying is corroborating what she's saying. So I'm hearing the Rico because it's like everything that is being said in court is like you're telling us. So he would direct her, but what I'm not hearing is that she just hated this stuff. Her hopping on you and doing all this and then suck it, bitch, and all of that. And so how did it, when she was sucking it, she sucked it like she wanted to be there, is what you're saying.
She ain't suck it like it was no like a garlic bread or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was some tamarindo. She like, I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't sustained like that. Because after that, the nigga was, like I said, he was going to work like John Henry versus
like
the
fast.
machine, like going to work. And then he hopped up and he goes into the back and he walks past me. And so as I'm laying, I'm standing on the bed like this, right?
Yeah.
She's up. He walks by me. The first
Charles
door
McGriff.
Back up
Shout out to Charles McGriff over there on Facebook. What's popping?
Okay, there we go. Yes.
So
yes.
He walks past me.
Yo, he's zesty, son.
Walks to the bathroom, turns the lights on. Walks out and goes
Can you give us the stomach visual? Yeah. Oh, wow. Yes. Okay. Now what?
Armand.
You have.
I'm not gonna lie. Armand definitely paid this dude. Yeah. Armand definitely paid this dude 100%. He's trying to get his money's worth. He got this nigga stripping back here now. This is crazy.
He comes out the bathroom and he flicks the gold condom in the air, and that shit was in slow motion, bro. I'm telling you, like this shit landed on my right hand. I'm looking at it like, okay, they prepared.
So he just walked past you and threw the condom like, fuck her now.
Right. He's like, you want that dick, bitch? I'm like, oh wow. And excuse the vulgarity. I'm trying to censor
yeah, I
it.
know. At this point, we're not getting monetized. Y'all need to deposit your checks, but keep going with the story.
So thankfully it was the ecstasy joint, so they got the extra lube on them. So I'm able to play with my shit. But as I'm getting it on, I'm getting it going. This nigga just starts going like overtime, like pow pow. And I just heard him. I'm like, bro, I'm hearing him. He's beating his dick so hard.
What?
And I'm sitting there, and it's so distracting. And I'm like, I got this fine ass like bitch in front of me, and finally, after a minute, I'm half mast. I'm getting it in, but it ain't like in. The nigga hops up, half dressed, storms out the room. As he leaves the room, he says, "Dick better be hard, loud as fuck." And I was like,
so he had got upset and like stormed out, said, "That dick better be hard."
Bruh. And like I looked down to make sure I had my blade, because I was like, "Oh, $150 this nigga. I don't give a fuck."
I'll $150 this nigga. I don't give a fuck.
I will cut this nigga.
So okay. So let's pause this for a second. Now I'm seeing what happened. He said, because Diddy's beating off in the back, dumb hard, mad loud. He said Diddy's going crazy beating off, right? Pause. He can't get hard. So Diddy jumps up and says, that you know what better be hard. Yo, fam. Yeah. Yo, fam. Are y'all hearing what this nigga gotta be lying, fam? This can't be true, man. All this gotta be lies. This gotta be lies, cuz. There's no way Diddy's acting like this. This shit is crazy, Diddy. You mad because the nigga can't get hard because you're watching him. Won't you take your ass in the living room, let him bust Cassie ass, and you jerk off in the other room, put your ear on the wall or something? How you expect niggas to perform? I feel him. I can't do it, man. I don't care if you put the baddest chick in front of me in the world. I can't do it. Especially a nigga with a Pooh Shiesty on and some red Cartier shades. I can't do it. He said the nigga sitting there with a Pooh Shiesty on and shades, and he already knows who he is because he saw the bad boy logo. They slammed the computer and like, you don't touch nothing. Ha! Yo, this nigga crazy. And then he said, when Diddy got mad because he couldn't get hard, he said, nigga, your shit better be hard. He said, yo, I'm ready to $150 this nigga. I'm ready for him. Yo. That nigga would have beat the shit out of Diddy.
Because she was taking to get hard.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think that was for?
I mean, that ain't no regular type shit, nigga. Like, you got to think, I went to college, nigga. I never ran no trains or none of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not used to a nigga just over here just beating his meat while I'm trying to knock the chick down. That shit is strange.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't ready for that. I came there under the pretense that it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so a show isn't, you know, doing a porno on Doheny. But so after he leaves and he says that, she looks at me and she looks at me like Bambi, and she doesn't say anything, but her eyes tell me everything. She's like, it's okay. And so I'm like, all right, I got you. After about 3 minutes, I'm in there. Man, I got the legs. Bow, I'm getting it. It's quenching up Mountain Dew.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So you finally got him to stand up. Did Diddy walk back in the room?
No. So check this out. After about, I say about 20 pumps, I'm really like, I'm just getting in it. I hear the same noises, but I don't see the nigga walk back in the room. And I have to see you walk back in the room because I'm facing that way. And the pussy's not very good to where, nigga, I'm blinded. No, nigga, you got a trap door. The nigga has a trap door in the house, bro. He ended up behind me.
He just appeared. You know he does that. That nigga just comes out of nowhere and appears on niggas.
Like the leprechaun. Like the leprechaun beating this shit again, nigga. And I'm sitting there.
So he left one way out the front, but then he didn't. But then he appeared behind you
again.
Ooh.
After I'm
better be glad he didn't try to take your ass. But go ahead.
He was sitting down. So
this nigga. Hold on, let me pause it for a second. Let me explain this to Tone. He said Diddy goes, he couldn't get hard. Pause. So Diddy jumps up and he says, that dick better be hard. Pause, right? So he says, yeah, I'm ready to $150 this nigga because I need talking running his mouth. So he said Diddy leaves the room. He said he starts beating Cassie again and he turns around. He said there's no way Diddy could have walked back in the room. He said Diddy got secret doors in the bedroom to watch what's going on. He said he turned around. Diddy was right behind him, Tone. He said I was watching the door the whole time. He never came through the door. He came through some secret door out the back and wound up behind him while he's hitting Cassie. That, yes. Oh, no, who that? Yeah. It's like that, Tone. Diddy's crazy, my boy.
You know, I don't, like I said, I ain't never really made no shit come in 90 seconds.
Charles McGriff, what's goody?
She either faked it or she just ain't had it. I don't know. But
so like, she came in 90 seconds?
Like after he came back in, I was only in it for like a minute and a half.
And she was hooping and hollering, or was she like out of it?
Nah, she was just, you know, making her noises. She wasn't loud and shit like.
Oh, so it was like she didn't want to, like, what I'm saying is though, because she would say she would just let it happen because she didn't want to be there. So was she just doing like or was like, oh, daddy, baby, or was like
she moaned like I said, if she wasn't feeling it, if I got the type of energy, I'm not gonna, man. I don't press these hoes at all. There's no way, because I don't. First of all, I don't want to be in this situation. Second of all, if a bitch don't like me, a bitch must not like men. You know what I'm saying? I say what I say again. But I never got that feeling, especially being that she hit me up a couple of times when he wasn't even in the fucking United States. And I'm like, are you supposed to be fucking?
Well, hold on. We're gonna get to that in a second. So after we're gonna get to that. So she nutted, whatever. And what is Diddy doing now?
Busting. Then he starts commentating again, asking her like, so you want that nigga to come on your face or come on your stomach?
That's crazy.
What? And what are
Bruh.
you doing?
My fault, y'all got a call.
After she nutted, so you just kind of standing there like, now what?
I'm just like, usually I'm the type of nigga where I go to the bathroom and wash my hands before I take the rubber off.
Okay.
So I'm quick thinking, I'm like, okay, damn. I reach down, grab one of the towels, and I flick that bitch off real quick.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to work, nigga. I'm a lefty. You know what I mean?
Me too.
So had to go to work. I was trying to think of anything, but the crazy part was it was harder for me to nut than to get it up. Like I was just sitting there just like, fuck, hurry up. Then I felt it in the kneecap. You know, once it hit the kneecap, it's over with. So that shit, that shit Pompeii there, nigga.
Wait. So Diddy said, where do you want it? And where did she say?
On my stomach, daddy.
And so where were you? So she was calling you daddy or Diddy daddy?
Diddy.
Or both? Oh, Diddy.
Diddy.
So he was behind. So was she laying on her back? Was she on her knees?
She was always missionary except for when she got up there with the oil on me in the beginning.
So she's laying on the bed, missionary, and you standing over. Are you like one leg in it? Or are you like,
Nah.
oh, like, how are you doing it?
One leg in it.
Like this.
Just right there.
Like this.
That's
but
crazy.
When I was jerking off.
Yes, about to shoot on her.
Oh, when I was jerking off, I was standing over her. And that shit just like Pompeii her whole, like probably from here down to here. And I was mad because
so
she had
you shot it everywhere. It's like it was a shoot or like a ooze.
It was like a shotgun.
That's crazy,
splatter,
Armand.
nigga.
Wow. That's crazy, Armand.
Wow. Yo. Hey, yo. But see, me being a gentleman, I reached down and tried to grab one of those, and she's like, "Oh no, you can shower now." And I'm like, huh?
Wait, you went out for a minute. Your thing glitched. So you said,
no.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, so when you went to grab the towel, what happened?
Oh, so I grabbed a towel and I went to try to wipe the shit off, right?
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "Oh no, that's okay. You can go take a shower now." And I'm like, "Okay, nigga, you talk about one of the quickest showers a nigga ever took. I didn't even
put we breaking
my
up.
socks back on.
We losing
I
a
didn't
little bit.
drop my feet.
Hold on, bring it back. I'm gonna drop you and bring it back because we losing him just a little bit. His service just a little bit grainy. Okay, we brought you back. Okay, so it was the quickest shower. There you go. So it was the quickest shower you ever took. Okay, Go ahead.
Quickest shower I ever took. I get dressed and I'm thinking like, oh shit, like it's like 12:30 p.m. I've been gone all day. I'm thinking like, damn, I turn this phone back on. Whoever's at
because you got a girlfriend back home.
Exactly.
And so you've been gone since 3 a.m. till now 12 p.m.
12 p.m. almost, right. And so I run to the car. No, wait. So after I put my shit on, I open the door and like The Shining, she's standing at the door with a robe on, $5,100 bills. I look down at my periph. I didn't actually look down like that. I'm looking at her. I snatched the money. I know what 1,500 feel like. This ain't 1,500. Can we call you again? I said, absolutely. Call me anytime, goddammit. Put that shit in my
how
pocket.
much was it?
5 racks.
That's okay.
$5,000.
I'm glad he said that. Let's pause it there. That's why I say Diddy shouldn't be in jail. Yes, he's zesty. Yes, this is crazy, the shit that he's doing. Pay this nigga $5,000 that he was there for $200, my dudes. That's how much they charge for regular lap dances to go to niggas' houses for service online. It's $200 to $250. call girls, back page, all that. You're not paying more than $300. The nigga got 5 racks. That's the most he made all week, all month. Why is he hating on Diddy? He said yes. He could have easily said, nah, this is too much for me. You there for the money, my dude. You was there for $1,500. Niggas gave you $5,000. You supposed to be keeping all this a secret. You ate, my nigga. That's a fact.
$100 bills. That's how I bought my first house, man. I saw them a total of 8 times.
Okay, so before we get to the few times, because we left at the shotgun in the shower.
That
because
was
the
popping.
rumor have it is Diddy plays with the fetishes, like he.
That's what my agent told me when I got back to the car. I called him like, "Yo, Vic, you ain't gonna." Yo, he a cuck. I'm like, "What's that?" And he's explaining to me, and he's like, "Yo," I'm like, "Dang, that's weird as fuck," you know.
So how does that make you feel? Like you netted on her, and then he went and like played with it, like rubbed it all over him. Because then she would take it and rub it all on him, and they would do a round.
Hey, that's just, I mean, whatever. That's their thing.
Wow.
They're ready for it.
So why
through the 8 times has he ever asked you to deliver on him?
No.
Right.
But I have heard stories where like the guy that put me on, and I didn't believe him until it happened to me. He told me that he's actually standing there while Diddy was hitting it from the back and smack him on the hips like, "Get that shit, nigga, get that shit, nigga," and then he would get frustrated and leave out the room. Because Gerald, oh fuck. the homie told me about he told me about this, and I'm like, that was one of the ground rules that I said. I told her, I said, look, I don't do meat to meat, no anus, no vagina. I don't want to see a nigga in front of me. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, oh no, it's none of that. He just likes to watch. He's a voyeur. I said, okay, cool.
So you never dapped Diddy up. You never really talked to him. He just told you, "Yo, dick better stay hard." That was it. And
that was in the beginning of the first like 4 times. That was the only thing that he ever said to me. Like, whoa, that he said out loud. That wasn't directed to her. Afterwards, like I think the last 2 times,
did he start revealing his face after a point in time?
Yeah, like the 5th or 6th time, he started just to wear the bandana. Like you could tell that it was, you could tell it was Puff.
Okay, and so did you guys ever run a train on her together?
Nah, I never did that.
So
that's why I said I never even went to a freak. I never even been invited to a freak off, unless you define freak off as what was taking place at the Beverly Hilton, the Mondrian, the Beverly Hills Hotel, all the venues.
So you've been to all the spots?
Pretty much, yep.
Did it ever seem like because I don't know if the time right, but did it ever feel like her mouth was too sore to give you head? Because she testified that she would have sores in her mouth sometimes from, doing so many of these different freak offs. Did you ever see any sores?
I never, hell no.
Did it ever seem like she had pain from UTIs? Because she claimed that she had a lot of UTIs from the baby oil and these freak offs. Cassie.
I never experienced that. UTIs, like her pussy never stank. I mean, her nanny never stank. It never was I didn't sit there and
no stink coochie. That's a fact.
Did you ever put it in the back door? The one that stink?
Oh, nah.
Oh, okay. Did they ever ask? Was that like, would you have if there was more money involved or?
Nah, they see, here's the thing. In Hollywood, I had a lot of success from 21 to 25. I booking everything. But once you start getting a lot of different things, they want you to compromise, because if we're gonna put you in this position, you're gonna be exposed to a whole lot. So we want to make sure that we either have something on you or we don't. And me,
Oh,
You can't pay for my masculinity. You can't. Ain't enough money in the world. You know what I
got
mean?
it.
So I think they always had a filling out process of what guy is willing to do what.
Do what? And you just didn't give. I'm going to go the extra mile.
Oh nah. Oh no,
Okay, and so one of the requirements was that every time the guy did have to come, and or if you didn't, the money would be different. So they also talked about sometimes some men would get this amount, some men would get less, but even the same guy, his payments weren't the same. So were your payments the same every time, or were some
only
higher
time
and lower?
I got 3,800 one time, and I figured that the niggas just didn't have the cash.
Okay,
And that was at the I don't know if that there's a hotel. I think it's on Rodeo Drive. If you're walking down Rodeo, it looks like a storefront. But if you walk inside, it's an actual hotel. It's probably like 20, 25 rooms. And that place is the only place where I got 3,800. So
when you're used to getting 5,000, do you say, nigga, like, where the rest of my money, or you just say, this is cool?
Hell no. Fuck you. What? I mean, you got to think about it like this.
See, he's happy with
Like,
anything.
I was looking at like, yo, I'm about to be able to put a down payment on the crib. This ain't nothing but a drop in a bucket to him. You know, 5K ain't, but that ain't shit. That ain't, especially when I saw the niggas 800, 1,200, I'm like, what? I wouldn't even got out of the bed for that.
The people in the comments, know Diddy, but they're asking me, does Diddy have a Tootsie Roll?
What does that mean?
Does he have a small penis? And I don't know. They just want me to ask that. I don't know. I know you probably don't want to answer that, but I have to ask.
I mean, it wasn't like outside of his fist.
Damn, he killed them. It gotta be outside the
bombs,
fist.
But
it gotta come.
So
it's
not bigger than yours.
No.
At least.
This is
come on, not even out the fist, did he?
Okay. Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay. Listen, I'm over here cracking up at you. You're funny. Okay, so tell me about the time where you couldn't get hard. Because you said he was watching you.
That was just the first time. See, after that,
okay.
I called my pops, and my pops had gave me some what they call those things, like Cialis and Viagra. And so I would chew them things like Skittles before I go over there, nigga, and I'll be over there. I'm ready to go, nigga, no matter what. No matter what the situation. Yeah, I was like, I'm never gonna be in this situation again.
So did it just get to the point where you would just, after the first 3 or 4 times, you just go and just drop the drawers? Would you just come free balling because you already knew? Like, at some point, did you like just leave the jeans at home and just come in the shorts because and just a t-shirt, just like, all right, let's get to it? Would you pack a bag because you'd be there for hours?
I would always come fresh. Like, you always want to come. Always come fresh. Always, Aqua de Joe. That was my go-to back then. I always wore Tim. Yeah, Aqua de Joe, but I always wore Tims just because they light. I move well in them. Kick a nigga. You can you could hide stuff in and conceal things. So it was interesting. I would have never been here. I would have died with this, man, had they not put my face everywhere. Do you know how?
Let me ask you this: Would you like, if you could do it all over again? Would you?
Fuck yeah. Who wouldn't?
Oh, so you enjoyed it? It's a story.
Who? Okay, listen. First of all, women don't spend money on men, and yeah, Diddy was spending the bread, but 5 racks a pop to pop something that everybody wants already. That's why I tell niggas, like, yo, you niggas is jerking off to chicks that I'm getting paid to bust down.
That's crazy.
What are you even talking about? Like, I'm actually getting whatever you call me, a sex worker or whatever, nigga. Ain't too many niggas out here that could be sex workers and be like, and that's why I think that they had me separate on the whole. Even 50 Cent posted me to his shit. He posted me by myself in the slide because if you look at all the other men, they all look kind of questionable except for me. when you look at
Uh-huh.
me, you like, yo, what did this nigga do? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it says
Definitely.
on the
That's
caption. Like,
that's why I hit you up. Like, what did this nigga do?
and it's funny how they still haven't been able to identify me. Like how? Like that picture that they put out, that's from like 3 years ago. So
Uh-huh.
that doesn't even cover the time span from then.
Now you said that Cassie was hitting you up privately when Diddy was out of town. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Oh, she hit me up a couple times. She hit me up once, and she was just like, "Hey, how you doing? Miss you. Hope you doing okay. What are you doing later?" And I'm like, "Are you supposed to be calling me?" Like question mark, question mark, question mark. Because to me, first of all, that nigga got $1 billion. He could erase me easily.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's too many men in prison and in the dirt over, over a piece of ass. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
I was happy that I was eating. So
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even gonna. And the second time she hit me up, I didn't respond. So she hit me up
Mm.
a total of two. The first time I responded, and she didn't say anything. The second time I didn't respond. I didn't say anything.
Okay, so why did you stop work? So you worked for them for 2012 to 2013 or a course of a year?
It was about eight. It could have been more times, but like I said, they had the weird ass hours, and it became very difficult in relationships to get out the
It's
house. Like,
liquid white
what do
out.
you mean you gotta go? Like, what do
Okay.
you mean you gotta go make some money? Like, it's 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
So you didn't get to tell your girlfriend, hey, I'm banging Cassie and Diddy's watching.
Eventually, after I told her after, but I'm pretty transparent with everyone now.
Mm-hmm.
I tell the story, and it's funny because nobody believed me. I know nobody believed me because who fucking would believe that, right?
Yeah.
But why would I make it up? Like, if I really wanted clout, I could have came out last year when the hotel video came out when he was knocking her around.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you niggas would have never put me out, I wouldn't have came out. you know, that was
Yeah.
13 years ago. So the
So
person
why
I
are
am
you
now,
speaking out? Why? I mean, not speaking out, but why are you talking? Is it because some people's like, well, why is he talking? Everybody's doing interviews. So why are you talking?
I'm talking because unless you consider a freak off 3 people, I never participated. I never got no white party ticket, and I was never doped or forced to do anything. And like I said, to me, everything that happened between Cassie and I was consensual. Otherwise, like I said, I wouldn't have been able to perform.
Mm.
I just that was the main thing. And then I got people from Connecticut all the way down to Florida hitting me up like, "Yo, son, I just saw you on TMZ. Like who are you, nigga? Like, like I didn't transform. I was doing motivational speaking, telling my life story, telling how I came from from nothing to something. Pretty much every situation for every black child in America. Single mother,
Yeah.
Section 8. You know, I didn't realize I was poor until I was in 6th grade. When I didn't have the cross colors, I had Miller's Outpost, I had Anchor Blue.
So let me ask you this. So do you think that what Diddy has done is a crime? Number one, and then two, when you were with them in their aura or their orbit, did you get any signs that he was abusing her? Because we see the footage, we know that he was, but did it ever give he was beating her around that time, even though she says that he was?
She never had. That was the one thing that I noticed. Her body was flawless, bro. And when I say like, some chicks will have like chicken pox marks and
Mhm.
knife. She
Yeah.
she was perfect, boy. She looked like a filter. And I
Wow.
and I remember she had a diamond pair that hung from her top of her belly button to the bottom, and it was probably about a carat and a half, and it was like it was like the cherry on top because she came out. She came out with the all white, like swirly, halfway swirl around, and this part was all naked. And I was like, bro, she used to have an outfit, so I ain't gonna lie. That nigga, he was spending some money on some fits, boy. He was, hey.
So did you ever hit it doggy style, or was it
Huh?
just always missionary? Would you ever hit her doggy?
Nah, later on. The first time it was missionary though.
Was y'all kissing and stuff?
No, I didn't kiss. I don't kiss.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't kiss.
No kissing, and you never ate her out.
Oh fuck. I might as well bareback you if I'm eating you out. I might as well hit it raw.
Okay, and so let me ask you now. So with the Jane Does of it all and the different women now, is that something that these people in the industry they're doing now? Like, is this a thing? And is Diddy just the one that got caught? Because for us that don't know, or we're just not in that life, is this a whole scene of a cuckold scene? What is this?
Do you know what a Hollywood is? The tree Hollywood?
No, educate us.
So a Hollywood tree is what they would make the sorcerers' wands out of. It's magic. Hollywood means magic. It's smoke and mirrors. So yes, it is. The first party that I went to in Hollywood, it was after I did Coach Carter, and I saw Eddie Murphy and Johnny Gill tongue kissing.
Ooh.
And this is like out in public. So
that's crazy.
A lot of the things that y'all think, they do crack. Like I'll be worth, like I said, 35 million, probably more than that if I was willing to compromise. But I'd rather be broke, nigga. Fuck it.
So is this the only freak off or celebrity woman that you cracked with the man watching, or has it? We don't got to get into names.
I've had. Okay, so I met a lady who's she's a black chick. She's a former dancer, but she married a guy who was very influential in the golf. So she would basically, I did her 45th birthday party. She took a liking to me, so she would show me off to all her friends because she did eyelashes for them. So she essentially would be like, they'll be like, damn, how much is that rodeo? Or
so they just call you a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Do you ever just feel like a black dick?
What? What?
I have, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that feel?
You know what? It's like this. A lot of men go through life invisible.
Yeah. Okay.
So for me, it's always good and bad and everything.
Okay.
It's always good and bad. It can get me in trouble because like most men we're weak, but I'm weak and I'm able to still maneuver in there.
Zola Rose was good.
I've been good the last 3 years. Been good.
Okay, and so they talking about get back to Eddie and Johnny. When you saw Eddie and Johnny tongue kissing, was it like, what was that really quick? give us a,
I was like
you walked in?
No, I was walking down the stairs because I was just checking out. It was in the Hollywood Hills. So I was walking down the stairs and they were kissing at the bottom of the banister, like, and I'm like, damn, the Nutty Professor really is nutty. like he really is like, and they were going at it and like, for real, like swallowing tongues. So it's crazy because I tell people, like, even now, even being a physical stature, I still get way more men that will come up to me and ask me questions.
And you're in LA too, so I'm sure the white men are really going crazy. Hollywood white men to go bananas, huh?
Yeah, they go.
How much for the BBC? So my thing is, so are you stripping now? Are you still entertaining? Is that over?
The last thing that the thing that I still do is I'll still do paint parties to where like you just take your shirt off. It'll be like a group of 20 women where they'll be sipping paint, they'll be sipping wine, and they'll paint you, and you just interact with them.
But we don't get the bottom half. You just
Like I don't do that no more.
Okay, because I noticed you have a ring on your finger. So does that mean you're married now?
Nah, that doesn't mean that I'm married. I actually just got an annulment, forced her into an annulment. She was a liar. She filed a restraining order on me, and she didn't show up to court the last 2 days. She was scared.
Okay.
Wow.
I wear this because I did my shahada in 2021, so I'm Muslim now,
Okay.
and it
Armand
just
asks how
reminds me
much.
that I have someone who's holding me down, who's really been there through a lot, and so I always want to, make sure that I remember that. So I'm not married technically, but mentally I am.
Okay, but you
Not
are
on
spoken
paper.
for right now.
Right? Yeah.
And
Crazy.
so, what is that like? Do you know? I mean, how was that?
All right, y'all, that's enough of that. Yo, great vibe today, man. Great vibe. Okay, we'll be back on Wednesday. Wednesday, we will. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Check out the reels throughout the day. Get in them comments. Let's talk about all this stuff during the day. I rocked with y'all today. This was a good show. Way to start the show off, the week off. Right, Michelle? Yeah. Great vibe. Shake, baby. Shout out to Armand Wiggins. Armand, he's doing his thing. He's getting the scoop. He got to do what he got to do. He's in the courtroom right now. We'll see what's going on with him on Wednesday. We'll be back with this. We coming back with Armand on Wednesday again. Fuck it. Armand, he got the scoop. He's there. Yeah, shake, baby. All right, y'all. So I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Tomorrow I got a few things. Got a conference call in about a half hour. I'll be outside this week with the basketball. I'll see y'all later. It's all love. Yeah, the gayest day of my life. Ha! What? The zestiest day of my life today. That's a fact, my dude. Straight zest balls. I'll see y'all later.
Welcome to the VIP section.
J baby y'all. 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 J baby y'all.
The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that Shay Baby's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes. Yeah!